This is a warm story for me about a proposal from my child friend, Lamov. Introduce us. Even vastly featured Lamov is a good person. He always feels anxious about the situation that he does not understand or respect. He also has a stubborn nature against something that he have already decided before. Chibukov is known as the figure of a father who really loves his daughter. Although he has high level of selfness, and Natalia Stepanovna is known as a childhood friend and a neighbor of Lamov. She is used to be cheerful and friendly. She is also a bit petty and sometimes get excited when to do something.
Excuse me.
Okay, please wait. I'm coming. Oh, my dear fellow, whom do I see? Ivan Vasilevich. I'm extremely glad. Now this is a surprise. How are you?
Thank you. And how may you be getting on?
We are just get along somehow. My angels, to your prayer, and so on. Sit down, please. Please do now. You shouldn't forget all about your neighbors, my darling. My dear fellow, why are you so formal in your get-up? Evening dress, glove, and so on. Can you be going anywhere, my treasure?
No, I've come only to see you, Honor Stefan Stefanovich.
Then why are you in evening dress, my precious? As if you're paying a New Year Eve visit.
Well, you see, it's like this. I've come to you, Honor Stefan Stefanovich, to trouble you with the request. Not once or twice have I already had the privilege of applying to you for help, and you have always, so to speak, I must ask your pardon. I'm getting excited. I shall drink some water, Honor Stefan Stefanovich.
Huh? He's come to borrow money? Son, give him any. What is it, my beauty?
You see, Honor Stefanich, I beg pardon, Stefan Honorich, I mean. I'm awfully excited, as you will please notice. In short, you alone can help me. Though I don't deserve it, of course, I haven't any right to count on your assistance.
Oh, don't go around and around it, darling. Spit it out. Well,
one moment, this very minute. The fact is, I've come to ask the hand of your daughter, Natalia Stefanovna, in marriage.
by Jove, Ivan Vasilevich, say it again. I didn't hear it at all.
I have the honor to ask.
My dear fellow, I'm so glad, and so on. Yes, indeed. And all that sort of thing. I've been hoping for it for a long time. It's been my consensual desire, and I've always loved you, my angel, as if you are my own son. May God give his help and his love, and so on. And I did so much hope. What am I behaving in this idiotic way for? I'm off my balance with Joyce. Absolutely. Off my balance. Oh, with all my soul, I'll go and call Natasha and all that.
Honor Stefan Stefanovich, do you think I may count on her consent?
Why? Of course, my darling. And as if she won't consent, she's in love, indeed. She's like a lovesick cat, and so on. Okay, sends me along.
It's cool. I'm traveling all over, just as if I'd got an examination before. The great thing is, I must have my mind made up. If I give myself time to think, to hesitate, to talk aloud, to look for an ideal or for real love, then I'll never get married. It's cold. Natalia Stefanovna is an excellent housekeeper, not bad looking, well educated. What more do I want? But I'm getting a noise in my ears from excitement. And it's impossible for me not to marry. In the first place, I am already 35, a critical age, so to speak. In the second place, I ought to lead a quiet and regular life. I suffer from palpitation, I'm excitable and always getting awfully upset. At this very moment, my lips are trembling, and there's a twitch in my right eyebrow. But the very worst of all is the way I sleep. I no sooner get into bed and begin to go off when suddenly something in my left side gives a pull, and I can feel it in my shoulder and head. I jump like a lunatic, walk about the bed, and lie down again. But as soon as I begin to get off to sleep, there's another pull, and this may happen many times.
Well, there, it's you. Sure. Doctor said, oh, there's what you got from experience. How do you do even passively pitch?
How do you do, Natalia Stefanovna?
You must excuse my opponent, Nicholas, sir. Your sound was crying. I haven't even heard for such a long time. Sit down. Want to have some lunch?
No, thank you. I've had some already.
You want some water?
No, thank you.
Oh,
I think I want a bit.
here, Nicholas. It's just a dream. It was so bad that we didn't do anything all day. How much headache. You stop. Just think. Hope you'll catch. I don't know. Oh, please about it because I'm afraid I have my word. I hope to have a word with it. What is this? Why are you in grass? Well, never. Are you going to ball or what? Actually, I must say you look better. Tell me, why you got up like that?
You see, Honored Natalia Stefanovna, the fact is, I've made up my mind to ask you to hear me out. Of course, you'll be surprised and perhaps even angry, but it's awfully cold.
What's the matter? Well,
I shall try to be brief. You must know, Honored Natalia Stefanovna, that I have long since my childhood, in fact, had the privilege of knowing your family. My late aunt and her husband from whom, as you know, I inherited my land. Always had the greatest respect for your father and your late mother. The Lomos and Tubukovs have always had the most friendly, and I might always say the most affectionate regard for each other. And as you know, my land is a near neighbor of yours. You will remember that my oxen meadows touch your bird's watch.
excuse me, Tribulio. You say my oxen meadows? But are they yours?
Yes, mine.
What are you thinking about? Oxen meadows are ours, not yours.
No, mine, Honored Natalia Stefanovna.
Well, I never know that before. How do you make that out?
How? I'm speaking of those oxen meadows, which are wedged in between your bird's woods and the park marsh.
Yes, they are ours.
No, you're mistaken, Honored Natalia Stefanovna. They're mine.
Just think, even Vasily Fitch. How long have they been yours?
How long? As long as I can remember.
Really? You are going to believe that, huh?
But you can see from the document, Honored Natalia Stefanovna, oxen meadows, it's true, were once the subject of dispute. But now, everybody knows that they are mine. There's nothing to argue about. You see, my aunt's grandmother gave the free use of these meadows in property to two peasants of your father's grandfather. In return for each which they were to make bricks for her. The peasant belonging to your father's grandfather had the free use of the meadows for 40 years, and had got into the habit of regarding them as their own. When it happened that...
No, it is not at all like that. But like my grandfather and great-grandfather were not that the land extended super much, which means that oxen meadows were ours. I don't see what there is to argue about. It's simply silly.
I'll show you the document, Natalia Stefanovna.
No, you're simply joking or making fun of me? What a surprise! We've had the land for nearly 300 years, and then we're suddenly told that it is not ours? Even Vasilevich, I can hardly believe my own ears. These meadows are not worth much to me. They only come to 5 decisions, and are worth perhaps 300 struggles. But I can stand unfairness. Say what you will, but I can't stand unfairness.
Hear me out. I implore you. The peasant of your father's grandfather, as I have already had the honor of explaining to you, used to bake bricks for my aunt's grandmother. Now, my aunt's grandmother wishing to make them a blessing.
I cannot make head or tail of all this about aunts and grandfathers and grandmothers. The meadows are ours, and that's all, huh?
Mine.
Ours! You can go on proving it for 2 days on end. You can go and put on 15 years jackets, but I tell you, they are ours, ours, ours. I don't want anything of yours, and I don't want to give up anything of mine. So there.
Natalia Ivanovna, I don't want the meadows, but I'm acting on principle. If you like, I'll make you prisoners of them.
I can make you a prison of them myself because they are mine. Your behavior, Ivan Vasilevich, is trying to say the least. Up to this, we have wisdom of you as a good neighbor, a friend. Last year, we lent you our tracing machine. But on that account, we had to put off our own tracing till November. But you behave to us as if we were gifts, giving my own. In that, not really. That's not at all neighborly. In my opinion, it's even impudent. If you want to know.
Then you make out that I'm a land grabber? Madam, never in my life have I grabbed anybody else's land. And I don't allow anybody to accuse me of having done so. Oxen meadows are mine.
No, it's not true. They are ours.
Mine.
It's not true. I proved it. I'll send my mowers out to the meadows this very day.
What?
My mowers will be done this very day.
I'll give it to them in the neck.
You there.
Oxen meadows are mine. You understand? Mine.
Please don't shout. You can shoot yourself horse in your own house, but here I must ask you to restrain yourself.
If it wasn't, madam, for this awful, excruciating palpitation, if my whole inside wasn't upset, I talk to you in different ways. Oxen meadows are mine.
Ours.
Mine.
Ours.
Mine.
What's the matter? What are you shooting at?
Papa, please tell to this gentleman who owns oxen meadows, we or he.
Darling, Oxen Meadow are ours.
But please, Stefanis, how can they be yours? To be a reasonable man, my aunt's grandmother gave the meadows for the temporary and free use of your grandfather's peasant. The peasant used the land for 40 years and got as accustomed to it as if it was their own. When it happened that...
Excuse me, my precious. You forget just this. That the peasant didn't pay your grandmother and all that. Because the meadow were in dispute and so on. And now everybody knows that they're ours. It means that you haven't seen the plan.
I prove to you that they're mine.
You won't prove it, darling.
I saw.
Dear one, why yell like that? You won't prove anything by just yelling. I don't want anything of yours. I don't intend to give up what I have. Why should I? And you know, my beloved, that if you propose to argue about it, I'd much sooner give up the meadows to the peasant than to you there.
I don't understand. How have you the right to give away somebody else's property?
You may take it, that I know whether I have the right or not, because, young man, I'm not used to being spoken to in that tone of voice, and so on. I, young man, twice your age, and ask you to speak to me without agitating yourself and all that.
No, you just think I'm a fool and want to have on me or not. You call my land yours, and then you want me to talk to you calmly and politely. Good neighbors don't behave like that. Stefan Stefanovich, you're not a neighbor, you're a grabber.
What's that? What did you say?
Papa, send the mowers out to the meadows at once!
What did you say, sir?
Oxen meadows are ours, and I shan't give them up. Shan't give them up. Shan't give them up.
We'll see. I'll have the matter taken to court, and then I'll show you.
To court? You can take it to court and all that. You can, I know. You're just the lookout for a chance to go to court and all that. You petty fogger. All your people were like that. All of them.
Never mind about my people. The Lomovs have all been honorable people. Not one has ever been tried for embezzlement like your grandfather.
You Lomovs have had lunacy in your family. All of you.
All.
Your grandfather was a drunkard, and your younger aunt, Natasha Mihailovna, ran away with an architect, and so on.
And your mother was humpbacked. Something peeling in my head. Help! Water!
Your father was a guzzling gambler.
There haven't been many big bears to equal your aunt.
My left foot has gone to sleep. You're an intriguer. Oh, my heart. And it's an open secret that before the last elections, you breathe. I can see the stars. Where's my head?
It's low. It's dishonest.
And you're just a malicious, double-faced integrer. Yes.
Oh, here's my head. My heart. Which way? Where's the door? Oh, I think I'm dying. My foot's quite numb.
And don't set foot in my house again.
Take it to court. We'll see.
Devil, take him.
Murder's call. What risk can one have in one's neighbor after death?
The villain, the scarecrow.
The monster! First, he takes our land, and then he has the impudence to abuse us.
And that blind hand, yes, that turning ghost, has the confounded cheek to make a proposal. What? A proposal?
What proposal?
Why? He came here so as to propose to you.
Wait, Papa. Propose to me? Why didn't you tell me so before?
So he dressed up in evening clothes, the stuffed sausage, the wizened face from.
To propose to me? Bring him back! Bring him back! Bring him here!
Bring whom here?
Big Papa, I'm ill! Fetch him!
What's that? What's the matter with you? Oh, an empty man. That's I am. I'll shoot myself. I'll hang myself. With done for her.
I'm dying! Fetch him!
At odds, don't yell.
What have they done to me? Fetch him back! Fetch him! Papa, please!
He's come. And so on. Devil, take him. Talk to him yourself. I don't want to.
Fetch him! Fetch him, please! Fetch him!
He's coming, I tell you. Oh, what a burden, Lord. To be the father of a grown-up doctor. I'll cut my throat. Indeed, we curse him. Drop him out, and it's all you. You!
No, it was you!
I told you it's not my fault. Now you talk to him yourself.
My heart's palpitating awfully. My foot can't sleep. There's something keeps pulling in my side.
Forgive us, Ivan Vasilevich. You are all little-headed. I remember now. Sinners really are yours.
My heart is beating awfully.
The medals are yours.
Remind me those.
Yes, yours.
My eyebrows are both twitching.
Sit down. What's wrong?
I did it on principle. Malin is worth little to me, but the principle.
Yes, the principal. Just so let's talk of something else, okay?
The more so as I have evidence. My aunt's grandmother gave the land to your grandfather's grandfather's visit.
Yes, not that fast. I know how to get him started. Are you going to start shooting her?
I'm thinking of having a go at the Black Hawk on Natalia Stefanovna after harvest. Oh, have you heard? Just think, what a misfortune I've had. My dog Gus, whom you know, has gone lame.
What a pity. Why?
I don't know. Must have got twisted or bitten by some other dogs. My very best dog, to say nothing of the expense. I gave Miron of 125 rubles for him.
It was too much, Ivan Vasilevich.
I think it was very cheap. He's a first-rate dog.
Papa gave 85 rubles for his squeezer, and squeezer is better than gas.
Squeezer better than gas? What an idea! Squeezer better than gas.
Of course he's better. Of course. Squeezer is young. He may develop a bit, but on points and pedigree, he's better than anything that even Pochetsky has got.
Excuse me, Natalia Stefanovna, but you forget that he's overshot, and an overshot always means the dog is a bad hunter.
Overshot? Is he? The first time I hear it.
I assure you that this lower jaw is shorter than the upper. Yes, he's all right at the following, of course. But if you want him to get hold of anything,
In the first place, our squeezer is a true-bred animal. The son of Turnus and Jesus, well, there's not getting at the pedigree of your dog at all. He's old and as ugly as a worn-out cart horse.
he's old, but I wouldn't take 5 squeezer for him. How can you? Guess it's a dog. As for squeezer, well, it's too funny to argue. Anybody you like has a dog as good as squeezer. You might find them under every bust or mask. 25 rubles would be a handsome price to pay from him.
There's some minimum of contradictions. Me, Ivan Vasilevich. First, and Caesar. Look, I don't like people who don't say what they mean, because you know perfectly well that Caesar is 100 times better than your silent gas. Why do you want to say it is the man, huh?
I see you, Natalia Stefanovna. Yet you consider me either blind or a fool. You must realize that Squeezer is oversold.
No, it's not true.
He is.
It's not true.
Why so, madam?
Why talk rude? It's awful. It's not your gas was shut and you compare him with Caesar?
Excuse me. I cannot continue discussing. My heart is palpitating.
I have noticed that those hunters argue most who know list.
Madam, please be silent. My heart is going to pieces. Shut up.
I shouldn't shut up until you acknowledge that Caesar is 100 times better than your gas.
100 times worse. Behind to your Squeezer. His head, eyes, shoulder.
There's no need to hang your silent gas. He's half it already.
Shut up. My heart's bursting.
I shouldn't shut up.
What's the matter now?
Papa, tell us truly, which is the better dog, our Caesar, or his gas? Huh?
Stefan Stefanovich, I implore you to tell me just one thing. Is your Squeezer oversold for naught? Yes or no?
And suppose he is. What does it matter? He's the best dog in the district for all that and so on.
But isn't my guess better? Really? No?
Oh, don't excite yourself, my precious one. Allow me. Your guest certainly has its good points. His pure breed, firm on his feet, has well sprung ribs and all that. But my dear man, if you want to know the truth, that dog has to the peak. His wool and his sword in the muzzle.
Excuse me. Let's take the fact. You will remember that on the Marusinski hounds, my ounce ran neck and neck with the count dog, while your Squeezer was left a whole horse behind.
He got left behind because the count's weaver in hit him with his whip.
And with good reason. The dogs are running after the fox, but Squeezer got an wireless feet.
It's not true, my dear fellow. I'm very liable to lose my temper, and so on. Just because of that, let's stop arguing. You started because everybody is always jealous of everybody else's dogs. Yes, we're all like that. You too, sir, aren't blameless. You no sooner notice that some dog is better than your guest, then you begin with that and the others and all that. I remember everything.
I remember too.
I remember too. What do you remember?
My foot is gone to sleep. I can't.
What sort of hunter are you? Going to go and lie on the kitchen over and catch back beetles? Not going to foxes, my heart.
Yes, really? What sort of hunter are you anyway? You ought to sit at home with your palpitations and not go tracking animals. You could go hunting, but you only go to argue with people and interfere with their dogs, and so on. Let's change the subjects, in case I lost my temper. You're not a hunter at all, anyways.
And are you a hunter? You only go hunting to get in with the count to intrigue. Oh my heart, you're an intriguer.
What? I? An intriguer? Shut up.
Intriguer.
Boy, punk.
Old Red, this is it.
Shut up! I'll shoot you like a pet treat. You fool!
Everybody knows that. Oh, my heart. Your late wife used to beat you. My feet, temples spark. I fall.
And you're under the slipper of your housekeeper.
There. My heart bursts. My shoulders come off. Where's my shoulder?
Boy,
I died. A doctor!
boy, milksop. Fool, I'm sick. Sick.
What sort of house are you? Cannot even sit on a horse? Papa, what's the matter with him? Papa, look, Papa, he's actually rich. He's rich.
I'm sick. I can't breathe. And
Listen, Papa, he's actually rich. What have you done to me? He's dead. Doctor.
oh, what is it? What's the matter?
He's dead.
What's that? Oh, so he is. My word. Water. A doctor. No, he doesn't drink. It's mean he's dead. And all that. Oh, I'm the most unhappy of men. Why don't I put a bullet into my brain? Why happens I cut my throat? What am I waiting for? Give me a knife. Give me a pistol. It seems to be coming round. Drink some water. That's right.
I see stars, miss. Where am I?
Hurry up and get married. And well, to the devil with you. She's willing. She's willing and all that. I give you my blessing and so on. Only live in peace.
What? To whom?
She's willing. Well, kiss and then to you.
He's alive. Yes, I'm feeling.
Kiss each other.
Kiss whom? Very nice, too. Excuse me, what's it all about? Oh, now I understand. My heart, stars. I'm happy, not as Stefano. My foot's gone to sleep.
I'm happy too.
What a wig of my shoulder.
But still you will admit now that gas is worse than squeezer?
Better.
Worse!
Well, that's a way to start your family, please. Have some campaign, same page.
He's better.
Worse!
Some page, same page.